What's up guys, it's Liam with Used Reviews, and today we are in beautiful Miami, Florida, taking a look at a 2018 Jeep Cherokee. Let's see how it held up. The model we're testing today is 3 years old. It's got about 30,000 miles on it, and it's powered by a 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine paired to a 9-speed transmission. Now, this 2018 model is the last year for this style before it got a facelift in 2019, where they updated the headlights a little bit and the bumper. Now, the Grand Cherokee just got a full redesign, and if you ask me, the Cherokee kind of needs one too. Now, prices for a Cherokee in this condition are in the $20,000 range, and that's a little bit steep, but the Cherokee is one of the more expensive models in its class. Now, is that because you get a crazy fast engine or cool lines and cool design and lavish interior? No, you don't really get any of those things. I think it's because it's called a Cherokee, and the Cherokee has great brand reputation. Now, Chrysler knows that, and they're going to milk every single dollar they can out of you. Now, today we'll talk about how the interior held up to wear and tear. I'll talk about maintenance and reliability, and then we'll take it for a spin. Now, first impressions inside the Cherokee are that this is a nice car. It's got a good layout. The quality of the materials, well, I mean, it's not great, but it's what you'd expect in this class of car. The seat is comfortable, but not too comfortable. I don't know how tired I would get on a long road trip. And the headrest, well, they kind of do that thing where you put your head back and it kind of hurts. This isn't that comfortable, so maybe that's something to work on. I think I'll probably just drive like this. The quality of the interior is good, though. It's a pretty car. I like the tan interior. I like the black with the tan stitching. It's a nice touch. It's very visually appealing. Now, in the back seat of the Cherokee, I set the front seat to be comfortable for me, and I'm 6 feet tall, and look at me in the back seat now. I still have quite a lot of room. My knees aren't touching, so that's pretty good. As for the comfortability of the seat, well, it's not too bad. It's a little bit stiff. As for the seating position, it's pretty good. I've got a cup holder here and an armrest that I can put down. And for amenities, well, you got an air control that you can basically turn the air on and off. No temperature control, but you do have a plug that you can plug your gadgets into, which is pretty cool. Now, as for trunk space, it's not terrible. The opening isn't that big, though. You could probably get a lot of suitcases and groceries in there, but don't try to move any furniture with the Cherokee. Now, moving to maintenance and reliability, Consumer Reports gives the Cherokee 3 out of 5 stars, which isn't terrible. It's actually pretty good. Most common areas to watch are engine issues with the underpowered four-cylinder that they threw in here, and drive system issues. Now, Jeep did recall the Cherokee over drivetrain issues because the car would literally roll out of park. Now, it's not the most unreliable car in its class. The worst for 2018 would be the Ford Escape with that terrible 1.5-liter nightmare, the Volkswagen Tiguan with its never-ending electrical issues, and speaking of terrible, which we were, the Jeep Compass has got to be our biggest loser. So what's the moral of the story? Well, I wouldn't say the Cherokee is unreliable. Certainly easy to get parts for it since there's so many of them on the road. But let's just say I wouldn't buy this car for its reliability. If you want something that you really don't have to worry about, well, there are plenty of Mazda CX-5s, Toyota RAV4s, or even Kia Sportages to choose from. All right, what do you say we take her for a spin? The visibility inside the Cherokee is really good. Now, this is considered a crossover. It's not a full-size SUV, but you still feel really high up on the road. You do feel like you have a really good command of what you're seeing, and it's a lot better feeling than when you're in some of these smaller sedans. I would say the Cherokee is a cool option for anybody who doesn't want to pay for that expensive gas mileage but wants to feel like they're in an SUV. All right, let's try a hard acceleration with the Cherokee. Okay, so it's not great. The acceleration is not the reason why you're going to buy this car. I understand why people say the four-cylinder is a little bit underpowered. If you're looking for something with a little bit more pick-me-up, then just upgrade to that V6 Pentastar if you can afford it. You know, I would say that the Cherokee is a perfect car if you're kind of driving around the city. You want to be high up. If you're looking for something to pass people on the highway or merge quickly, then the four-cylinder is definitely going to let you down. I do really enjoy driving the Cherokee, though. The seating position is great. The handling is great, super responsive. You almost feel like you're driving a go-kart when you're making your turns. It's fun to drive. It is enjoyable in that sense. Favorite things about the Cherokee are definitely the handling, the seating position. I feel very high up on the road, and that's a good feeling. The things I like a little bit less are definitely that acceleration. The brakes don't feel as responsive as I'd like them to be, and the seat is a little bit stiff. I do really like the layout of this car, though. I can see everything. Everything is within my touch. The touch screen is one of my favorites in this car. Everything is super easy and user-friendly. It's not complicated. You don't have to learn how to use the system. You have your settings, your apps, your climate control. I really like that aspect of it. And that is the 2018 Jeep Cherokee. Now, my final thoughts about this car are that it's good. It's all right. Would I buy it? Sure, maybe. Should you buy it? Yeah, why not? Maybe if I was buying something in this class, I might opt for a Mazda CX-5 or even the Kia Sportage. Or if I had a little bit more money in my budget, I'd probably go up to the Subaru Forester or even the Lexus NX. Now, from a used review standpoint, the Cherokee has held up pretty nicely. The interior still looks great, the outside paint quality looks good, the car still drives like a new car. So for that, I would say it's great. The one thing about the Cherokee though is that it's got a bit of a weird design. These slim headlights, the round body styles, you either love it or you hate it. And for me, well, I don't know, I'm not too crazy about it. But I would say if you're asking me, Liam, can I buy this car? Should I buy this car? Then yes, buy the car. It's fine. It'll last you a long time. And that is a Liam guarantee. Now, let me know in the comments if you like the peculiar look of the Cherokee, and if you've owned one in the past or if you own one now, then please share your experience with the used reviews community. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. If you enjoyed the video, then hey, why don't you leave a like, and we'll see you next time.